good stuff that grabbed my attention. Rise of the Tomb Raider from 2015.
Oh.
What'd you think I was doing?
I did not expect such a glowing review out of the gate.
Really? Interesting. We'll horseshoe back around to that.
Wait. Oh, no, sorry. I was picturing Shadow.
No,
Rise is good.
Rise is good.
Yep.
But we'll horseshoe back around.
Yeah.
Rise takes place after Tomb Raider from 2013.
Yep.
It's the second in the Survivor trilogy.
Yep.
Lara goes to Siberia.
Yep.
With Jonah, the only good original character from that game.
I think the only surviving one from the first game.
I think it was him, and then no, there was two other ones.
Oh.
He's the only good one. He's the only cool one.
He's the only one I remember.
He's my G.
He's the only one that anybody cares about.
True.
He's the one that made it into the anime.
Fellow big boy. Yeah, they go to Siberia because ice.
Yep. It's cold. Real big cold.
Yeah, real big cold. So nice venue change. They're trying to discover what the fuck is it? It's Eternal Life.
Shambhala.
Yeah, whatever the fuck. Eternal Life through some bullshit. There's some really interesting Christian adjacent mythology here, which I thought was pretty cool because we have like multiple overlapping previous cultures and cities kind of all laid on top of each other. AKA, it's like going to Constantinople / Istanbul. It's got that like a bunch of different groups are kind of fighting over this, but they all have like kind of adjacent. It's really cool. I thought that was cool.
Done with the rock bullshit, but in the real big cold.
Yeah, so you're reading documents in Greek. Like 4 different languages. You're reading like all the documents are from so like far apart from each other. You're trying to find some dude who is like he has eternal life. He was a prophet or whatever. Turns out you meet him in the game. There's low key sexual chemistry, high key
Between whomst?
Him and Lara.
What?
That's how I read it. Whatever.
Maybe he's interested in her, but she's too autistic to pick up on it.
I think she's just too fucking traumatized. She's just a fucked up bitch. I love her, but she's so fucking.
I think you're reading a lot into this.
Maybe I am. This is the big return of Trinity, the Spectre to Lara Croft's MI6, if we're going to go with the James Bond analogy.
I thought you were saying the character from The Matrix.
No. Trinity, the big evil organ. They're the Templars. They're a long-standing group in the older games. They skipped over them in 2013 for the sake of doing something different. I am not very familiar with them from said older games because I'm just not that familiar. Bad shadow organization. They're fine. There are 2 people that are in charge of them, ? In this game. I think they're vaguely they are also from post-Soviet states. I don't remember which ones. They sound Russian. There's two bad guys. One of them, turns out, twist villain, which was actually a halfway decent twist, is Lara's evil stepmother. I did not see that one coming at all.
Wow, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Turns out that her father, after her mom died and her dad went kind of cuckoo crazy, he remarried. I think it's alluded to in 2013, the stepmom, anyways. But turns out she's been kind of trying to shepherd Lara from the back, but like not working out great. / they don't like each other. And halfway through the game, it's revealed she's the sibling of like the big Russian bad guy. And they're both trying to get eternal life because of course they are. That worked pretty well for me. I don't know if it was just the vocal performances or the twistiness of it, but it worked. It was pretty cool. I bit into the like family dynamic part of it, which I thought was pretty cool. Part of that I think is because of some of the additional material in this game, which I'll talk about later, which I think helps pad it out a little. Putting an emphasis on Lara's family, I think helped. You go through a bunch of different places in Siberia. You do a lot of wilderness traveling. You and Jonah get separated, and then you reunite, and then, oh my gosh, is he gonna die? No, he doesn't die. You meet this weird sheltered culture. They're a cult. They're a cult, but they're fine. They're a cult, but we like them.
They're cool.
They're cool. This other culture that surrounds this prophet who has lived forever, and you're friends with them now because Trinity's trying to like take over their territory and whatever. So you have big epic team ups and you help them build fortifications and you do battle. Really, it gets really big. I forgot how large the scale of the game ends up being. Mm-hmm. There's also, as of course there must be, secret dead undying zombie soldiers because of course they're different than the other ones. Don't worry about it. These ones are worse.
These are the ones from Uncharted.
Yeah. Story was good. It was definitely more engaging. It was more consistent, I think, was the bigger thing. Whereas the aesthetics of the first game tickled my brain. They were also had that kind of crazy whiplash between like, wow, it's so beautiful, and like death and guts and sexual violence. And then like bouncing back and forth between those two was like really weird. Whereas this one is pretty consistently, it just kind of keeps ramping up in intensity and scale. The mythology consistently gets bigger and bigger. The actual like mystical things you witness get bigger and bigger. It was pretty funny when there's basically a repeat beat for beat of like, oh my gosh, there's a secret undead army I have to fight. That was almost the same way it happened in the first one, and that was pretty funny. I don't know if it was supposed to be funny, but I thought it was. This game is bigger. It's better, but asterisk. The map, much bigger. There's probably twice as many areas here. Each one is also filled with twice as many collectibles. I think we're pushing it on the collectibles, to be honest. There are still documents and relics. All the relics are really cool because you get a little 3D render of them. There's little secrets. There's also collectible currency because there's an in-game store, which I don't like, and I think it's dumb.
Is this the one where you could spin the collectible around and find more lore, like, written on it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It doesn't do anything other than, like, upgrade your, like, reading stats so you can, like, progress further to reading Greek or whatever.
Yeah.
It added a little bit of depth.
Oh, yeah, because that was a gameplay mechanic, too, of, like, learning languages on the fly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, you could like actually read the shit you find instead of just being like, shit, I gotta come back to this later. There's a lot of relics, there's a lot of documents. I think that the fact that it doesn't reveal the twists early in this game is helpful. But there's a lot. There's probably a good 300 in total, like collectible items. In addition to, you can find all of your crafting materials and your gearboxes to upgrade your stuff, as well as hidden coin stashes, and also other types of coin stashes. Because again, there's an in-game currency system. There is no like microtransactions for this thing. It's just dumb. You can collect like Byzantine coins, and then there's a random dude in the middle of this decrepit post-Soviet state in Siberia and is like, hey, you want the silencer for this pistol? You gotta pay me 300 ancient Byzantine coins. I fucking hate it. It is a grind to get all of those bits. I don't know why they did that. There isn't even like a microtransaction bit where you'd figure, oh, you can just pay real money. It's just a weird thing. Only maybe 10 like attachments, random things are just hidden behind this. You have to randomly find shekels on the ground. I hate it. That was really dumb. The tombs are much better. There are probably 3 times as many tombs as there were in the first game, which was a big criticism. Was like, hey, there's only like a couple of tombs and they're all really basic.
I feel like I need to put a blue square on my chest every time you start using the word shekel.
That's fair. I do it a little too much. Fun fact, the damn blue square thing is funded by APAC.
Oh, I know. No, I don't support the blue square thing at all, but...
That's fair. I was doing it before it was cool because I wasn't doing it to be anti-Semitic.
Really?
I should probably stop doing that, though. The tombs are... There's probably 3 times as many tombs. There's like 15 to 20. Some of the larger areas of the game have multiple tombs, and each tomb has a large exploration bit as well as at least one puzzle configuration. So they're still pretty simple, but they are a lot more fulfilling. They take more time. A lot of the times the route will change, so you'll jump on a thing, it'll bust, and then you gotta go down a slide, and then when you backtrack, you have to do different stuff. And I think that's cool. It makes it feel more, there's more stuff to do. The rewards are equally as lame, but whatever, they're just gun parts. That's really dumb. The tools that you get are basically everything you got in the first game and some extra little spicy bits on top. You can create different types of arrows other than just fire arrows. You can do poison arrows. You can do explosive arrows, which are wonderful. Those are relevant to some of the puzzles because you have to blow shit up. You don't have to mash the fucking X button to pull open doors that have rope on them now. She just does it for you. That's helpful. I hated that mechanic. That was so dumb.
I feel like they forgot about that in the third.
I don't remember.
Yeesh.
But like you shoot the arrow with the rope, and then it's like mash, and then there's an upgrade you get that'll just like fucking pull it.
Does it.
And then the second game, they're just like, fuck it, that was stupid.
Yeah.
So she just yoinks you at the door.
Good. Very good.
Continue to be able to do little zip lines between stuff. Those are all great.
I really appreciate that modern gaming has moved on, and they like have an option in the menus of like you can mash the button like old school 2000s gaming. Or you can just like press and hold the button.
Yeah.
I prefer press and hold like all day.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You can also use your climbing hook, like a grappling hook. That's an upgrade in the game.
Yep.
That was weird, but it's kind of fun. It works. It's for certain parts of navigation. It's really inconsistent. It's kind of hard to hit the targets. It auto aims. I don't love it, but it is funny to Batman all over the place. You can also stand on your arrows now, which was fun as shit. You can shoot arrows into certain types of surfaces. It'll go so deep. You can stand on them and then shoot more arrows. So you can...
Prince of Persia reference.
Yes. Yeah. That was cool. It's annoying because it's really finicky, but that was kind of cool. Overall, the upgrade systems were all fine. Unlike throughout the story, you go new area. Oh, I need this new tool. You go find the tool. You get the thing. Bada bing, bada boom. Those were all pretty solid. You can craft arrow ammunition on the fly. That's very helpful. A very cool mechanic. They added a lot more crafting materials in this game.
Semi-realistic too. I've watched somebody craft arrowheads out of spoons.
Okay.
Like, for fun. Pretty quickly.
Huh?
So,
word.
Yeah.
Very helpful. I don't like what it does to the entire gameplay loop, however, because it now means that there are ammo crates everywhere for your guns. But if you're playing like anybody, you're using your bow mostly, and you can just craft that shit whenever. So it really clutters up a lot of the spaces. So there's just, shotgun ammo that I can't pick up because I'm already maxed out. That's really annoying. There is a craftable bomb system, which is pretty cool. You can pick up aluminum tin cans, and just chuck them full of explosives and throw them at things. Those are neat. I hate that there's cans everywhere. Another thing, I like it. I like it in concept. The execution's a little weird because now there's just a can that's a highlightable item on top of every crate, on every box, on every bench.
Yep.
And there's also
just like glass bottles in every stealth game.
Right, and there's also glass bottles, which you can use to make Molotovs. Which
Russians
of course
drink beer. My guy.
Actually, they were whiskey bottles, then they should be vodka bottles.
Oh.
But
Well, whatever. I tried.
I like that you can throw Molotovs. It
would.
Says nothing about me. But it is also really annoying because now there's bottles everywhere. It's ridiculous. It's a pet peeve. It's just really minor. It really bugs up how good the game looks and how well the areas are crafted. I don't like the control layout of this game. I think it's a me issue, but because there's so many additional features in this one with new, you can, again, craft ammunition while you're running around, you craft bandages, blah, 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 blah. Now they had to change the control scheme, and I just don't like it. You get used to it. I hate Survivor Vision being on the right stick. It's such a me problem, but holy shit, it's so annoying. Especially when you try to collectible hunt, because I'm just mashing the fucking right stick, which is loud and obnoxious and hurts my thumb after a while. And then, of course, it only highlights for 0.3 nanoseconds and then goes away.
Sounds like an Xbox problem.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. Well, fun fact, this game was an Xbox timed exclusive, so suck my dick.
Maybe Xbox sticks shouldn't be clicking.
That's probably true. Yeah, gameplay. It's just, on the whole, it's more evolved. The upgrade systems are a bit annoying. You continue to collect random scraps of gear. Thankfully, they just dropped the zeros off of those, so instead of picking up 10 pieces, you pick up one, and then it just only takes like 1 or 2, which is cool.
Yeah.
There are
one fistful of nuts and bolts.
Right, instead of 10 fistfuls. There are so many fucking upgrades for your weapons because there are weapon variants. So you have, instead of just an assault rifle of whatever type the one in the first game was, now you have 18 different types of rifles. Obviously, you have a Kalashnikov-based body. Duh. And then they all have, you individually purchase all of their upgrades. So your suppressor, your muzzle brake, all that stuff, you have to do for each one. That's really annoying. There's way too much there. I appreciate that they put the depth in the system, but it's also kind of like when I play like some of the better Call of Duties that are like that deep. I'm like, this is cool. I don't care enough to get the 0.5% increase.
Yep.
I want a general build that works. So that's just not how I like my stuff. But
Remember there being an ass ton of bows, too.
Yes, same thing. Yeah, there's compound bows, recurve bows.
Poison bow.
Yeah, like there's just so many types, and they all have obviously perks and upsides and downsides, and some of them are like legendary weapon pulls you pull out of your ass.
The sniper bow.
Pretty much.
That was my favorite.
Yeah. It's just a lot. It clutters up the menus, and it makes the menus pretty laggy. Probably my second largest annoyance with this game is it has the same menu setup as the first game, which I like. The presentation's okay. Square Enix games kind of all have the same menus.
Yeah.
But it's really laggy because there's so many things running in this game. There's so many menus and sub-menus. They all function okay. They look okay. But when you have, say you go to sit down at a campfire, you press one button, and then it has to have like the fade in animation for your menu, and then you have to move the stick around to find the right option, and then there's a transition animation and a transition animation, and it's just a lot. I like snappy menus. Little frustrating. Sound design continues to be really good. Voice acting continues to be really good. No real anything interesting there. Everything sounds a little bit better than the last game. There's more options. You can definitely hear the differences in the different types of weapons, and like, oh, this one definitely has a muzzle brake on it. I can hear it. That's cool. Yeah. There's two things I think on this game that are very interesting. There are expansions, sort of. There's DLC. So you can purchase the season pack, which will give you 3, I believe, different DLC expansions, in addition to all the skins. The skins being monetized is dumb and gay because they have in-game effects in this game. Minimal, but they're still there. And also, it is still kind of dumb just to lock skins behind money. That's dumb.
The leopard skin pajamas give you 5% camo in the jungle.
Right. Like, I get in concept there's a benefit here, but it's pretty minimal. Like, I don't know, get better. I ran around in a tank top for most of the game after I could change it. Fuck you. I changed the winter coat to the white one, and then I changed it to the classic, like the look from 2013, because I like that look. Big, like it doesn't do much. It's just really dumb that you have to buy the season pass or buy them all individually for like $4 a piece.
Yep.
The actual expansions, I think, are actually really interesting. Typically speaking, when you have like an expansion pass or a season pass that comes with expansions, you'll have Witcher 3 is a good example. You have 2 different expansions that are standalone, roughly similar in size and scope, and you can do one or the other, or you should do both, whatever. I don't know. All 3 of these are different things.
Witcher 3 DLC is always a good example. Each one
of
is
everything.
Like its own game.
Yeah. The 3 expansions are entirely different things. One of them is my favorite type of expansion, where it just adds a really long quest line in the game.
Yep.
Where you get to fight the Baba Yaga. It's fucking wild, and you do drugs, and I loved it.
That's the only one I remember.
That's the big one. Then that was just really well integrated, pretty cool. There is endurance mode, endurance mode, which is basically like a wave survival, minimal resources, whatever mode. Every game's got to have it. I don't like that that's monetized. I think if you're going to have like your third mode, I think that should just be included for most games. That was kind of weird. And there is Blood Ties and Lara's Nightmare. I believe they come in the same package, if I remember correctly. Blood Ties is an exploration DLC where you go to the manor, you go to your ancestral home.
Oh, yeah.
And you just do a bunch of puzzles. It's pretty fucking cool. It's like 2 hours long. There's no combat. It's just clues and puzzles, and your uncle's gonna kick you out of the house because your dad didn't leave a will. So you have to go find all of his documents and stuff. If you don't know what you're getting in for, it'll be really boring, like if you're not into that sort of stuff. But I liked it. It had a lot of cool Lara's childhood and her dad's stuff, and obviously all of the notes and relics are like given voiceover lines and stuff. So it felt like it really fleshed out that relationship and like how she does actually want to keep this giant manor, even though she doesn't really want to live there. She wants to keep it because there's a lot of memories and blah blah blah, and all of her dad's stuff and all that. All that's cool. You get a lot of information about her mom, which is pretty cool. There's some pretty basic puzzles, but they felt more puzzly than the tombs do, if that makes sense. Whereas the tomb is like, you gotta knock the barrel that has the rocks in it so it'll pull the zip line like it feels like
Mousetrap.
Yeah, Mousetrap, which I like that. But then in the manor, it's like you have to go look through your documents and find the number from this thing and get the right clue to enter the number into the safe, and then you get a new clue. Like it feels like Clue, but not like Clue the game. Just like it was cool. That was nice. A couple hours. That, if I remember correctly, comes in the same expansion that you can purchase singularly or just get the season pass, or turns out there is a complete definitive version of the game. It's just called Rise of the Tomb Raider 20th Anniversary Collection. I fucking hate that.
That's the one I got for free.
I think I got it for like $5, but that took me so long to figure out because it's not like Wikipedia doesn't have in-depth articles on this, so I don't know about it.
Well, you need to change that.
No. The second
Let the children struggle.
The second half of that expansion is Lara's Nightmare, which is fucking awesome. It takes place in the manor, and it is like a hypothetical what-if bad scenario of you couldn't save the manor, so your uncle sends fucking zombies after you. It's so cool. I love it. Yeah, he summons like skulls of rage or whatever, some random mystical bullshit that you have to run around the house. You have to use the memory of the layout of the place to go find where these things would be that, turns out they're in very personally important locations, like the wine cellar where you played chess with the butler and stuff like that. So there's like minimal boss fight mechanics, and it reanimates corpses, but like in the mystical way, not the like in voodoo zombie fashion.
Yeah.
They have blue fire coming out of their eyes, and you just spam headshots like fucking crazy. It's so much fun. They stack up really fast. They're really easy enemies to take down, but there are a couple of enemy variants. There's like one that crawls on the ground with no legs that has like a helmet, so you can't headshot it. There's one that walks around with a helmet, so you also can't headshot it. Stuff like that. Really basic. You then kind of like Call of Duty Zombies. You'll run around the map. You'll just pick up new weapon types. You only start off with a pistol. They don't cost anything, so there is none of this random Call of Duty bullshit where you're like, fuck, I don't have enough money and I gotta go repair a barrier. It's just, oh shit, I found a bow. I'm gonna use it. So that was really cool. Just fucking blasting zombies. They also spawn out of nowhere, but in this one it actually feels cool instead of, oh, that was some bullshit. Like if you stop moving, they come a lot faster. So if you keep running around, there's only a few here and there every couple of rooms, but if you stand in like the main hall and wait, they just come out of a corner and just line of them. It's really cool. I don't know. That was really fun. I like that it used the Blood Ties like DLC expansion as like a setting. I like that they kind of work together. That was cool. I just got all of them through the Mega Super Ultra Deluxe Edition. So I like that the expansions are different things. So they're different things for different people, which actually justifies them not all being in the same package. This game does have a card system. This is a massive downside. This is the only thing in this game that bumps it down to a fucking A for me. I hate the cards. There's this really weird trend in the mid-2010s where every game wanted to have card packs because we had loot boxes and microtransactions at the time. Thank you, Battlefront! They don't come into play in the main game, but they come into play for the endurance version of the game, as well as if you want to do like a high score play or elite mode or whatever. So you have to pick and choose weapons and different variants, and I hate it. It's so in-depth and unnecessary and dumb and gay, and I don't like opening up digital packs of cards. I'm having the same problem with Halo Wars 2 right now. I hate it. You can also buy those with real money.
Yep.
So at least it's not tied to the main game, the main story, or even the main story DLC. It's just if you want to play the game on loop and try to like score attack the fuck out of it. But why bother? Why bother? It's not even fully integrated. It's really weird. I don't like it. Dumb and gay. I played this game for 30 hours and completed all of the main story, all of the story DLC, and I'm doing collectible wrap-up. I'm impressed I was able to complete it in roughly the similar time frame as the first game. ish. I think that one took me maybe 5-10 hours less. There's this collectibles are stacked on top of each other in this one. There's so many that there's just this room has 4 relics in it.
Yep.
So it doesn't really increase the time that much. The map is a lot bigger, but again, the increase in total stuffage. So I think to get 100% on the in-game system, so for it to give me 100% on the inside of the game, probably 35 hours, I think. Achievements are another fucking story. I hate what they did with the achievements here. It's all broken up into a million different things. All the DLCs have different stuff. Fucking hate it. Hate it. There's an achievement for getting score attack for every level. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I want to get 100%. Eat my dick. I hate it.
Have you considered you might have Tourette's?
No. Unfortunately, I definitely don't. I'm just an idiot.
Okay.
But that is such a big pet peeve of mine. I hate that so much. On the whole, it's definitely a better game. It's more consistent in tone, quality, and quality control than the first game. It's a little bit bigger. It's a little bit better. But it does have the random hiccups that I really do detract from the experience. It's a toss-up between these two games, which one I would rather play.
Wow.
It's pretty, it is what aesthetic do I want to play in right now? Because the gameplay is pretty similar. The graphics are, I didn't even touch on that. They're basically the same, which means they're really good. They still hold up pretty well. I don't have anything to say about it. They just look pretty fucking good. They're a little bit better.
The color grading's better.
Yes, it doesn't have as much obnoxious QuickTime era game shaky cam nonsense. Still there, but not much. I don't know. That card system really just pisses me off. Because then you have to navigate all that through the janky ass fucking UI. So it takes you 87 years to open up all 57 packs of cards you have. And don't like that. Don't like that at all. I paid maybe $5 to $8 for the entire package of stuff. Well worth the money.
Oh, yeah.
If it launched in roughly the same state it's in now, this would have been worth the full price at launch, for sure. It's worth playing the DLCs. It's also worth playing the Baba Yaga DLC in the game instead of doing it afterwards. I think it plays pretty well with the narrative that's already going on.
It's just a weird little side quest.
Yeah, so you're not just returning to an area where you've collected everything, you've mastered all of your skills, and then you're kind of unnecessarily whooping ass through a story that's supposed to take you through psychological torment. Kind of weird.
Yep.
So playing it at the same time as I think is a good move. And I like that the other expansions are weird little kind of one-off experiment things. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Very good, sir.
When Shadow.
Couple months.
Yeah.
That game is at least as big as Rise. I think it's bigger. It's not quite as good.
I don't remember it being
And
bigger.
I have not played that one as thoroughly. I barely beat the story on that one.
Yeah.
So I need a little bit of a break right now. But next month is BioShock 2.
Oh.